What's your take on red dots for carbines, like for law enforcement patrol rifle use and stuff? You advocate of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the standard. So
yeah,
if you think about it, we had, and we're seeing this argument, and they go parallel with the pistol, right? So if you think about it, we had the arguments in the 90s. Hey, we putting red dots on there. Oh, it's going to make you slow. Oh, it's batteries. Oh, it's this. The biggest con we had in the 90s was having a carrying handle on top of our Car 15s. So now you wind up with like a 6-inch hold.
Right over bore, yeah.
Remember those plastic cheek pieces to try to, add all this stuff in there? But we've had all these arguments, right? But we're seeing the same arguments come about for the pistol side. So it's pretty much standard to run a red dot on there. Now, you'll have some people argue, hey, should I get a LVPO? I'm like, what distance you shooting at? So it all depends, the skill of the shooter at the end of the day. So if you think about it, the classic, I think everyone's seen that video of that. I think it was a Seattle police officer. Hey, man, pulls up, sip of coffee, sets it on there, goes out to the back, 200-meter shot. But you notice he braced on the side of his vehicle. Boom. Single shot, suspect down, right? You can shoot at distance with your red dot. And then if you're really that concerned, hey, man, get a magnifier for it.
I agree with what you're saying. It's like LVPO. I said it right. LPVO. I always mix that up. LPVO is a great option for certain instances, but for the patrol guy, most of the stuff is going to be way closer than you need that for. And then you're looking through this instead of having a much wider field of view.
Yep.
And as you're alluding to, I mean, you could take a shot at pretty significant distance, an accurate shot with a red dot on a carbine. And I just think that makes a lot more sense. Plus, then you have that commonality between your carbine and your pistol. And I think that's important too, that you get used to having sort of one sight picture when you're faced with a deadly threat and your gun is trained on them. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
You just have to be aware. You still have some agencies out there that are running carbines that have the fixed front sight post. To me, that's just muddying up the water, in my opinion. I mean, you really don't need it. But again, I got it. That's what you have for your patrol rifle. Just, again, be careful. Don't do the co-witness. Number one, I don't even believe in co-witnessing as far as my irons on my carbine. Especially don't do it with your pistol. But there's the presentation low ready, a little bit different, kind of similar. Biggest thing, though, you brought up a great point. If you're running a carbine and a red dot pistol, you have to understand, especially at close distances, for your carbine, you're going to have a point of aim, point of impact difference. Where that truly comes out is you'll see a shooter, hey, man, especially with my SWAT guys, is typically who does more, I call it transition, going from a primary to a secondary. I call shooting multiple targets indexing, just so we got clear verbiage. But you'll see it if a guy truly doesn't understand, and this is why we do a lot of work on 3-inch dots. If a guy truly doesn't understand his point of aim, point of impact, he'll basically throw low shots with his carbine because he doesn't know that hold point, and then he'll wind up getting his pistol shots because everyone's, kind of second nature. Hey, just hold center and fire. You have to understand, if you're running a red dot carbine and a red dot pistol, where's my point of aim, point of impact for the carbine? And then obviously for the pistol, you're going to hold at your hold. So, that's probably one of the biggest things that I see bite people when it comes to running carbines and red dots.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of courses where we're shooting in and around vehicles and people fail to take that into account when they shoot their carbine and boom, you got holes in the car. So yeah, that's always a little exciting, but in a real world situation, that would be nightmarish because not only are your rounds not doing you any good, but you're potentially getting stuff back at you and obviously compromising your position and everything else.